right, there we go. Hey everyone, Richard Carlton here. Welcome to another great day of FileMaker training at fmtraining.tv. I'm the creator of fmtraining.tv, where you can learn all about the FileMaker platform and learn how to build better FileMaker applications for you, your customers, your organization. This broadcast is completely free to everyone and is being broadcast in high definition to Discord, YouTube, and to Twitch. This broadcast is being recorded, which is really great. Of course, we might clean up the recording a little bit, so if we make a malfunction during the live stream, then of course we reserve the right to clean that up on the recording later on. However, because it's a live broadcast, we encourage you to ask questions. In fact, some people get aggravated when there's this dialogue with you and we ask questions. We want questions. If you have a question, odds are other people have the question too. And so I want to thank everyone for logging in, Ken and TK and Dave One, Dave Learning, Ed, Elzo, Carol, Jake, Mike, all of you, welcome once again to another great broadcast. Now, as a reminder, if you want to check out the upcoming broadcast, go to fmtraining.tv, press the left tab for the live button. You can see the upcoming broadcast schedule. That's pretty awesome. Additionally, if you want to help support this channel, right? We always say this, this broadcast is brought to you by fmtraining.tv, bringing you the greatest and the most entertaining FileMaker training videos available. So the idea is that if you want to help support the channel, make sure you check out our on-demand video bundles. We have videos that cover the latest version of FileMaker. We have videos that cover the deploy course. In fact, we used to sell the courses individually. Anymore, it's just much simpler to sell a complete bundle for a low price. We do this on an annual basis. So if you buy one of the bundles, that really helps support the channel. It ensures that we can keep coming back every day because this broadcast actually takes a lot of money to run. The people here don't work for free.
Get ready for user interface madness. Nick Hunter is going to explode the user interface and user experience of the FileMaker platform. Do a deep dive on user interface and customer management, tabs, slide controls, accordion objects, master detail. Your tour guide, Nick Hunter, will guide you through everything you need to know to be an awesome FileMaker user interface developer. So buckle up, hang on tight, because things are about to get crazy.
I always love that. That is so cool. I don't have it keyed to my Stream Deck properly, so I have the wrong button. So let me press this button here. What happened? It's Richard Carlton. Welcome everyone to fmtraining.tv, where we also have Nick. Nick is here, and he's wearing a different sweatshirt, which is awesome. And he's got his hair. Yeah, I like it, Nick. You look really professional. Yeah. So anyway, so welcome to fmtraining.tv. It's Friday. It's day 5 of probably 12, 13, 14, 15 days of user interface, user experience training. Nick was going to do this. I'm like, okay, well, you've done this before, Nick. What he has done, he's never done before like this. And so we're like trying to figure out how to get it bolted into starting point, because the interface stuff in here is, it makes all other files look like dog doo-doo, right? So if you want your file to look awesome and to be modern, would you like it to be modern, not look like a 1980s Yugo, car from Yugoslavia? Nothing about the Yugoslavian people. I'm sure you worked very hard, but that car sucked, right? So anyway, it's so old and crappy, it's become a collector's item here in the United States. It's kind of funny. So
how you know the Zastava Yugo?
It was Yugoslavia. It was back when before the Iron Curtain fell. It was still the Soviet Union.
I know the car it was full, and if you have Italian people here, they can confirm that they sold in Italy a lot of Zastava Yugo. That's why I say, how you know that in the United States?
They shipped them here. They were selling them in the United States. It became
really?
Oh yeah. They were. I saw one a couple of years ago, and it was like the hand me down. It's the car that you give this 16-year-old teenager because you know he's going to try to like explode it in little bits, and it's really underpowered. So how fast can he go? Can he outrun the cop? You don't give your kid a muscle car. If it's really cheap, you give them a slow car that the cops can go around you while your top speed is 55 miles an hour on the freeway. That's it. If you hold it all the way down, yeah. So anyway, there it is. That's a picture of it right there. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, right? It just mechanically, it was just the really basic car. So anyway, not quite sure why we're talking about the Yugo. So yeah, if you don't want your interface to look like that red thing over there, for those of you like wondering what I'm talking about, it's this thing right here. So this is the interface that most of you have seen, right? We're trying to give you a modern interface that's so much nicer. And we're doing that here at fmtrain.tv, where we do great FileMaker training every day in high definition. We are broadcasting on 1080 to Discord, YouTube, and Twitch. You can watch any of them that you want. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, keep in mind there is about a 90-second delay between when I say something and do something and when you see it. So as you communicate with me, right, there's a little bit of a lag. If you're on Discord, it's about a half a second or a second. It's pretty fresh. Nick, you're up the bat. Go, baby.
Okay, thank you. So welcome everybody for this Friday, exciting Friday. So yeah, I want to address this right quick, this new versus create denomination. It won't change the world, but it's good to to tell the people, to explain the thing the right way. And so here I found somebody, I don't remember, posted an article, and I found kind of the answer that I wanted to show. I want to explain here. So the new button, is when you go to a new clean canvas. Like if you go Microsoft Word will say here, you say new document, new from template, new from, so it's a brand new stuff. Okay. So when this is what, but when you create when you add a new contact, is not what you do. You don't have a new canvas. So here you have the same thing, new window, new tab. So you go to a new brand canvas. Okay. New window, right? That is a new canvas. So FileMaker, and yesterday I talked to a friend of mine that is working there, and so you refreshed my mind about this, and that they had a problem. Remember during FileMaker 12, 13, 14, they kind of dance around the fire here with this new thing here. I don't know if you remember that. It was before it was new, plain new. Then I said create new, right? They didn't know what to do with this, and that's why they said new record. Okay, it's because they have a problem here, a confusion between a record and a file, and okay, that is a problem within FileMaker. But in general, we don't say new something here. You don't, because you stay in this canvas. You don't go. You have a new window, that a new window, but when you do a new contact, you don't do a new contact. You add a contact, you create a contact, but you don't. So now you understand the difference between. So you have this here. I posted on Discord. This is so you create. It's different, right? So anyway, add is okay. Okay, I'm going to Net Lobster. Net Lobster said is add okay, add ADD like I did here. Yes, it is okay, but in certain way, and I'm going to address that today. Okay, so before I want to continue and address what we talked yesterday. Yesterday I got kind of a challenge here because somebody, I don't remember the name, sorry for that, asked me whatever, because I add only free filters, whatever if I have more filters. So this is a new way that you can address that. You have like tabs like this, and you imply that you can put more if you need. You know what I mean? here in this design here, you understand that more can come in, but it doesn't look bad if it's not there, right? You know what I mean? That means this UI is great because you can reuse it. You can reuse the same kind of canvas, the same popover over and over and over and over. Just what you need to change, you need to change the name of the button, but you can add some if you need on the fly. So that is great. So the same for filters, and actually I preferred that design than the one I had before. So it was a good challenge. Thank you. I don't remember who. Okay, so but it was a good challenge. It made me be better. Okay, so that I love it. Just to mention also, I was playing around with a friend of mine yesterday that's a FileMaker developer as well, and he said, "Oh yeah, but I cannot leave if I don't have the book. We call that the book, because before in FileMaker, it was like looking like a book, and I cannot live without this, and I cannot live without this guy here, and you can reverse the omits." Show omitted only records like this. So okay, I said, because he's my best friend in France. I said, okay, if you cannot live with that, and I don't want to make your life miserable. I know you in France over there, your life is miserable enough, so I don't want to make your life miserable. So here, what you do when you want to, to give a good user experience. You know what I mean? You don't want to tell the people, oh, by the way, you remember the cool thing you were using before? I don't want you to use it because I don't want you to see that UI here. I don't want to see that. So sayonara, goodbye. You cannot use that anymore. No. So what you do instead, you enhance the experience of people. And how you do that? With this. See? So yes, this, or with the keyboard, and you go down and up with the keyboard. Arrow down, arrow up. That's what I'm pressing here. If you look there, if you want to see my where's my okay. If you want to see the keyboard here, I'm pressing this key here, right? So this key and this key here. Now, if I press Alt and the key up and down, I go to the last, first, last, see, 100 out of 100, first, 1 out of 100. Now, so I reproduce pretty much what we want to do, last, first, and you can go up and down record by record with the arrow, which is not out of the box with FileMaker. So you remember what I was telling you, that FileMaker is giving you out of the box a baby car, a car with a pedal. You can add whatever you want on top of this. Here, we added a Bluetooth player on the baby car. That's what we do. But you can enhance your own. You can create your own. Amanco, okay, yeah. So you see, you can play with FileMaker. FileMaker is giving you all the Legos, the blocks. You have them all. Just you need to get inspired for this. So it's there's no limits in what you can do. There's limits, but pretty much, for what we need, there's no limit for what we need, not what we want, right? So it's different. So here, I wanted to start here now talking about the real stuff. So we are going to talk about this view here, this list here on the right, because originally the list looked like this. So let me go mouse. Originally, the list was looking like this, okay? So with name, title, so you had labels, and you have the new button, and you have labels and stuff like that, and everything was on one row like this, okay? Which was the main reason why we needed to have, I want some, I love the rows, the wrap like this, okay. So now I'm hungry. And so see, the goal here is to remove what is not necessary. I don't know if you realize that so far the layout has 100% of the same possibility as this one. So you see how many things we completely wiped away wiped out from the layout. We still have the same level and the same access and the same features, and even more features that we didn't have here. Like the search box, the sort, and all the we added more. We added much more things, and still it looks like nice look, not cumbersome, not complicated, and it doesn't inspire fear, because that's the problem with layouts. You have some layouts, they inspire fears because you have buttons and stuff, so you're so scared about clicking somewhere and launch the Third World War, right? So it's very, very scary for people. I know that by experience. So how can we do to remove all this complexity here? That is very simple. First of all, we remove all the boxes within the boxes, and we remove all this, okay? And we, as I explained to you the first day is kind of important. If you skipped that for the offline audience, the message, a special message for them. If you land on this course, go to the first course of this series, because it's very important. What I was saying there wasn't sounding relevant or important, but now it is more than ever. So the way you are laying down data, you understand what it is. When you have something like this, De La Cruz Ralph, Cleveland Kevin, Butler Donna, it's last name, first name, last name, first name. So that is name. I don't need the name label anymore. When you see secretary, employee, officer, or supervisor, okay, this is not the what's the name, the recipe of grandma cookies, right? It's kind of the title of the person. And accounting, advisors, and advertising, research, okay, this is the department. You know that, it's, and phone number, obviously it looks like a phone number, and this obviously looks like an address. So you don't need to display a label anymore. Now you understand what it is. You don't need a label anymore. If you need a label, FileMaker is not for you. So so that's another thing here also that is important, is that when you have a list like this, we don't care about the email, because you know what? I bet you don't know 99.99% of the email of people, you don't know them. Why? Because you never, ever type them, very rarely, okay? Very rarely. You just reply to an email you receive. You don't care about the address. So, but you need the email address just for consultation, but also you need the email address to send an email to the person. So here how I'm taking the decision, because as a designer, you need to take the decision. So here the decision maker. I need to see the phone. I need to see it. Why? Because if I want to call the guy, I need to take my iPhone here and dial it. I'm dialing it, right? If I need. Because from the computer, yeah, you can do like I did here, the call the primary or whatever. But still, you want to dial the number, so you see it. But for the email, you want to send an email, so you have a button, and inside the button you have a tooltip. So that if 2 days ago I said the tooltip is not a secure way to convey a message is true, but it doesn't hurt to have a tooltip showing the email if it's needed. Okay, so but primary the primary feature you want to be able to send an email to that person when you click. So that's why here I have a button, and here I have the phone number. So this is how I take my decision. I took the decision not showing the email because it's not relevant. Okay. So this is how you do about what's the name? This is how you do when you deal with lists. When you deal with polls, you can have 1, 2, or 3 rows in 3 lines in one row. This is one row. You can go from 1, 2, and 3. You cannot go more. If you go more, you start to be unreadable. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. And of course, you need to play. And here I'm playing with the coloring, with the color pattern. You know, I'm playing a little bit with an expression here. I'm putting in black what is important, and in gray what is less important. You know, and this is how you play with to get something to. If you want something to stand out, don't crush the UI. I mean, don't put that. Don't put that. I don't know why this is popping up now. Don't put like crazy. Don't do this, for example. If you want something to stand out, don't do this. You know, don't do this. This is, you know what I mean. This is no good. If you want something to stand out, keep it normal, and you fade away what is less relevant. So instead of crushing, instead to be to add something, to increase something, you decrease. See, you make it a lighter, right? So in that case, yes, this is standing out. You get, but it's not crushing the eye of people. Okay, so this is very important when you do a list view. Okay, so now I want to talk about, because this is important. So now, why we use add contact or create contact. Here I'm not going to create a contact. I'm going to add a contact. Why? Because I slightly modified a little bit the FM starting point to make it work, to make my demo. Okay, let's say I create a new a new account, let's say, or I don't know, Universal Export. Okay, so that's the account. Okay, and it's an agency. Okay, and it's active. Okay. So I have the name of the account, and I want to add contact to that guy. Okay, so I have in my bank here, contact bank, I have 1,000 contacts here. Oops, sorry, I have 1,000 contacts. But what I want to add a existing contact to that account, right? And I want to be able to, because my system now, I can add the same contact to multiple accounts. So I want to add a contact to that accounts from an existing contact list, but I'm not creating a new contact. I'm just picking a contact that already exists, right? So I add a contact. I'm not creating a contact. See, I'm adding a contact to the account. I'm not creating a contact to the account. You see the difference here. The contact is there. It will be there, right? Like, for example, if I take this here, I have Ryan Alvarez, Richard Carlton, and Nick Hunter is there. Okay, but now if I go to Universal Export, I want to add those 3 again. I can't do it. So how we do that? So I click here, and now I have this list. Okay, I have this list here. So why it's not okay. So what is this list? It's a list of all my contacts. Okay, you can see all my contacts, my 1,000 contacts are there, and I can pick them. You know, I can add more, right? I can pick them like this. Okay, I can go here and search for Hunter. Oh, now it's not working anymore. Okay, cool. I did something. I broke something just before the course. Okay. So I have Richard Carlton. Yeah, but this is not good. If
Are you looking for me? I keep hearing my name randomly.
No, it's
Oh, you're looking for my record. Okay, never mind. Keep going.
Yeah,
should I dance or something while you try to fix this?
No. I think I hold on. I need to look why this is no longer working, because it's part of my demo, and if it's not working anymore.
Okay, just stand by. All right, I will distract people with like hand motions and stuff.
Why is not MD active?
Can't see anything that's going on. So there's a question on YouTube from Ruben. He says, "Is quote connect?" If you look at Slack or Discord, Nick, you'll see this question there at the bottom.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, after that we can. It's a never-ending story. You know, it's the connect. I don't know, link, contact. Yeah, you add a contact to the because that's physically what you do. You add a contact to
There is
whatever you can. Whatever you want to use. If connect is,
if it makes more sense to you and your customers use it, right? I think that's what Nick's trying to say. It's a uniquely kind of thing. All right, cool. There you go, Nick. Back to action.
Andrea said you can use select. I'm using select, but you cannot say select, because you can say select contact, because this is not what you do. You add a contact. You want to add contacts. You select contacts, and then you validate your selection, right? So yeah, okay. So it's all those wording. There's a dictionary. Maybe I can lead you to a book. It's kind of a difficult to digest book, but it's where they have all the wording on the user interface for software. Okay, so you cannot use the word you want to use. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's still a free country, but you have rules. You have a expectation that connect to what, it's not really a connection. It's select. Yeah, I select when you have this. You say, but let's not spend too much time on the word, because whatever. So what I want to show you here is that this is what we call the support. Remember what I was saying about you need a physical support to lay down a user interface, and then you can create your user experience. So I want to demonstrate that to you. I did a small demonstration with that, but now I'm going to show you a big demonstration with this. So this is my support called style window. Okay, cool. Thank you. Now I lay down the UI, and as you can see, I stripped down everything. I removed everything that is not necessary. There's no boxes. There's no, dark header and lighter gray and black and white and gray and black and the striped like that, like we do most of the time. This is gone. So the flat design is this, and even more now we go under very, very remove everything that's not necessary, because obviously I just prove it here that you don't need to separate the top navigation and the header and those those are sub-summary sorted by. You see, you don't need that. You don't need a separation. I need a separation on the record here, because I want to make sure that you understand that it's a different record. Right? So I tried many different. It took me 2.5 hours to come to here. It's because it's not that easy, by the way, to remove things and to make the thing to be clear, right? It's not at all easy. Okay, so of course here I have the same kind of visual that I had before for sorting. I can sort by title, I can sort by department, and I can sort by primary city. Okay, so here what I have. Okay, so this is what I do. Now I can select contacts, right? So I can select multiple contacts. Okay, so I can click here. I can select my contact. I can select Ryan, and I can select Nick Hunter. My find doesn't work, so I need to do that manually. So sorry for that. And I need to go to C and count. See, so as you see myself. So I have this UI. You can click. See, you click with the mouse, right? But sometimes I don't want to click with the mouse. I don't. So see, my mouse is here, and I still have arrow down, arrow up. Now the standard of the industry for selecting something, it's spacebar. Spacebar. See, so I can go down like this and select this guy, go down, select this guy, with the keyboard, right? So that means my mouse is here. I can do that with the keyboard. I can go up, I can go down, last, first, and I can go down like this. Now, it's not enough. That's cool. That's very cool, because you see, you can do whatever. But I want to go to H. I want to go to Z. I want to go to A. I want to go to B, C, D, E. I'm typing the letter, and I go straight to the letter. Okay, so that helps a lot, because if I'm on Richard Carlton, I type C, right, and I will find it here. Up is there. See, so this is what you can do when you have a support that allows you to do that. So let me show you something now, because unfortunately I forgot to, because I had my problem, I forgot to show you something. What happened when you don't have the UI? What happened when you use the baby car out of the box from what's the name? What happened when you use the baby car out of the box of FileMaker? The pedal car. This is what you get. You have a layout, you have a list view like tab portal like this, and you click here to add a new guy. Okay, and then you have this menu, and you select one guy, and then you click and you select another guy, and then you click and you select another guy. Okay, so if you need to select 10 or 15 people like this obviously it's not at all a good UI at all. Not mentioning that here you have Acevedo Bevis, Acevedo Emma, Acevedo Late, Acevedo Malcolm, Acevedo Sean. Okay, which one is which? I don't know. I don't know. Because you don't have a UI telling you anything. You don't know anything. You don't see anything. This is a baby car. That's why I was saying, this is a baby car that FileMaker is giving you out of the box. Value list, Paul. Okay. Now, here, I have this. I have my Acevedo guys, but I know, okay, this one is the officer. This one is the employee. This one is the supervisor. Hey, by the way, this one is in Connecticut, right? So, so it's, this one is in Vermont. So, so you have all the information, and you can do, okay, this is the guy I want the employee, or I want the officer of the human resources. Okay, you remember the name of the guy, but you didn't remember the first name, right? You know what I mean? So when you have you need a support in order to lay down a UI in order to have then create your user experience. This is the user experience. This, the fact that I can go here, I can select Nick Hunter, for example. It's a pity my search doesn't work, but anyway, I'll try to fix it and send the file again. I have Nick Hunter, and I can go to Richard Carlton. So now I have 3 selected, but you see my list is kind of big. Okay, I have 3 selected. Let's say I have this guy. I have 5 selected. Okay, show me those 5 selected. I want to see the 5 that I have selected. Okay, you go there. Oh, show me selected only. Okay, cool. See, I have a user experience because I have the UI, because I have the right support. See, physical support, UI, UX. This is the trio, okay? So now I say, okay, you know what? Can you clear, please, this selection, please? Clear the selection. I don't want those people. This is not the people. Or say, okay, no. I want those people. This is the people I want. And then you say, okay, can you show all the records? Show all the records. So you have, when you have the great UI, you can do that. And now, instead of picking, remember with the menu, the pop-up menu and the portal, picking one, picking another one, picking another one. No, you do all your selection. You have all your selection here. Okay, you have all your selection, and this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, and then you say, okay, you know what? I'm done. I think I'm good. And you validate your choice, and voila. Now, I added those contacts to my Universal Export account, right? So it's and because I have the right UI, everything is so freaking easy. Now, it is important to make something that works, like flawless. You know what I mean? Like a natural behavior, a natural way to go there. You click, you have this, and I reset everything. Everything resets when you land. Everything reset the way you want. Then you can sort by whatever you said you want, department, for example. Okay. And you have all the accounting people, right? So you can select whoever. And so something I want to show you before we continue. Now, in this UI here, so you see, okay, I added my stuff here. Okay. Now, in this UI here, I have nothing preventing me to add this guy once, twice, 3 times, 4. No, I can continue and add the same. Yes, you can go to the value list, build the guesswork that will be slow, because I have 1,000 people, but if you have 10,000 people, you need a value list that omits whoever you already select. Good luck with this. I don't want to go to value list. Each time I can avoid to go there, it made my day. When I don't have to go there, I'm happy. Okay, so I don't want to go there. Okay, so but I don't want to be able to add multiple times the same guy, because it doesn't make any sense. Why you want the same guy 3 times? Okay, so yeah. I have the right UI. Remember, I have the right UI for the type of data. For that workflow, for that purpose, I have the right UI, and I show you why. Because now, here what I can do. Oh, I want to add Abbott Tucker. No, you can't. It's there already. So it is this selected. But this means it's already there. It's already there. You can select it. Okay? Here, and you see here, I'm enhancing my UI, my user interface, to give to the user a clue about what's going on. Here I have a finger, not the middle finger. I have a finger. Okay. And here I don't. Here I can click, 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 but here I don't. And I tell you, because those people with the arrow there are already there. So what I use, it's a smart technique of hiding the button when it's there. So it's very simple. And I'm using a list of IDs. And something, I'm seeing a lot of people using selection like this, and they use checkbox to select. You know what I mean? But when you use a checkbox, that means you need to that means you are modifying the record, first of all, because you are putting a tag, one tag, in front of that guy, in front of that, you click here, you click and you modify a field, right? But that means if you modify the field and if somebody else is doing the same thing, you see the checkboxes of all the people. Here I am using a list of here I have the current contact IDs. Those are the IDs that are already in my list. And this is my new contact IDs. Example, let's say I have none selected, okay? Let's say I have one selected. And I'm going here, my new contact ID list, I have one guy. Now I say 3 guys. My new contacted IDs are 3. I'm piling the contact IDs, the new contact IDs, but I already have the current contact IDs. Those guys are there. So now I want to show you how it's built, and you will see it's so simple. There's nothing in this layout. There's nothing in this layout. I'm hiding this, I'm hiding this if I have a pattern count. If I don't have the pattern count in the current or in the new, that's it. If I don't have this, you can hide it. Okay. And then after that here, I'm playing with the conditional formatting to put in gray, the icon in gray, based off if I have it in my current, if I have the ID of the contact in my current contact ID variable. In that case, don't show me in gray. Show me the button in gray. Otherwise, you show me this. You see what I mean? So I'm using the same button, and this one now is in gray because I have the conditional formatting that works on the icon only, icon and the field color to be transparent. So it's kind of cool, but you know what I mean? So it's very simple. And then I have this button here, that is the selection, the wall button here. I hide the button if in my current contact ID list, I have the ID of the contact. If I have the ID of this contact here in my list, don't show me the button. So that's how it works. That's why you cannot click it, right? So this is very, very simple to work with. And everything works at when it needs. So now, most of the time, people are not understanding why we need can we have same contact in multiple accounts? Of course, okay, Agent Chevy, of course, that's the purpose. Let's say Agent Chevy say, can I have the same contact in? Yes, let's create a new one. I create, for example, I'm going to create Agent Chevy. Okay. Okay. Agent Chevy, agency, active. Okay. Okay, I click here. And okay, my search, but I have Alvarez. I want Nick Hunter. Blah, 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 blah. Here I want Richard Carlton. Here, validate. Okay, those 3 here, and they're here too. See, of course, that's the purpose. That's the purpose of this. That you can add the same contact to multiple agents. I'm not saying that you're going to create a contact. Monday, I'm going to show you, okay, let's say I want to add a contact. I look for my contact and my contact not there. What to do? On Monday, I'm going to show you what to do. So we are going to continue the workflow, right? But everything's possible because I have the support. I explain you how it works, okay? When you click on add contact, this is what happens. I'm laying down all the problem, okay? So yeah, this is because it's coming from another solution. That's why it doesn't work. But this one is the one I need, not the single. I need the So I lay down all what I need. So the picker type. The picker type is if it's single or multiple. I'm going to explain that later next week. Current account ID, yeah, because I'm going to create records to be linked to one ID or one account. So I want the current ID account where I'm in. Then I want the current contact IDs. I want the IDs of all the people already there. Then I can hide the check mark. You know what I mean? Put the check mark in gray. Then I make sure that my global variable contact IDs is blank. I reset the new contact ID variable. I make sure that it's happened. And then I have my counter, on top of the window, I have a counter and I want the counter to be reset to 0. Okay. Then I open a new car style window. So I have those variable, right? That's all what I'm doing. I'm setting a variable, everything, all what happened in that window, the contact picker, I call that, everything that happened there, it happened with variable. I'm not modifying any records whatsoever, no field, nothing, just variable. So I'm creating a new window, and then I'm performing my sort, okay? So when you do this, now here what happens, when I'm here, So first of all, I am in the contact table. Here, this layout here, that's why I love it. I am in the contact table directly. I am in the same same table as this guy. Okay, this one is also in the TO5 context. So I am directly in I'm in the context. So I have the sort, I have the sub-summary, I have the search. Okay, if it's not broken. And so I have plenty of stuff, you know what I mean? I have all the goodness of being in a list view. I am in a list view. I'm not in a virtual list. No, I am in the real stuff. This is real, okay? So that's why it's fast and everything, okay? So now what happened when you select somebody? I click here and I say, okay, if this already exists in my list, is this guy already in my new contact ID? Obviously not, right? So what it's doing is just setting the new contact ID with that ID, okay? And then I reset some buttons. Now, when I click here again, so now this condition will be true. It is there, so remove it from my list, and you do a refresh, blah, 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 blah. So, very simple. It's just based on variable. I'm not setting a field here, because if you do set field, that is slow, and then you have to reset, you need to replace and wipe the selection you have. This is a nightmare. So everything you do here, it's with what's the name? Is it within variable? So now let's say I have my 4 contacts selected here. What I'm doing, I want to validate this. Validate. Here what happens, since I am in the car style window, I have a support. I have a support where I can do whatever I want. Okay, why and them like. Okay, I go there And I say, okay, if it's empty, close the window. That means if you select, but I fixed this issue, because now you see the button validate is gray. This is also something we are going to talk about on Monday. When it's not valid, put on gray. See, it's not valid because it's not the point, right? So when it's not valid, you put on gray. So let's say I have this and I want to validate this. Okay, so that was my old style. I'm going to remove that. So I freeze the window because I don't want the people to see what's going on here. I set the variable. I need the value count of how many new contacts I have. Okay, so obviously this will be 4. Okay, this will be 4 because I have 4. Okay, because I need for now. You should be gurus in looping thing. Okay, because I did a big course on this. So I'm going to the layouts, the cross-reference layout. So if you don't know what it is, we need to have a session about the cross-reference layout. The cross-reference technique, right? Okay.
The question is that something? Do we want to do that as part of at the end of the broadcast, like the week after, or
Yeah, we can do that.
This will make a note cross-reference. Okay.
Yeah. Buzz. So what happened now? What happened next? Okay. So I am in my cross-reference table here. Okay. And I click here. I said loop. I'm a loop. And I say, okay, new requests. Okay. Set the account ID and set the contact ID. So you will do that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so just 2 IDs. Just is only what I need. 2 IDs, and then after 4, he stops. He wiped the what's the name to make sure that the variable is, and I close the window, and boom, it's there. So because I have the right UI, I have the right UI, the right support, then I can get the right user experience. So now you understand what I was always saying. I'm saying that. When you have the trio support, the right trio support, UI, UX, everything is much simpler with FileMaker. You don't need the execute SQL and the update and the virtual listing, and no, because you have the right UI. So you go and it's simple. Just okay, no problem. I have my support. My support is open. Now plenty of stuff can happen here. I can stay here. I have my support. I have my table. My desk. My desk is there, Now I can do whatever I want in my desk, right? And because of this, I didn't even leave the thing. I just say, go to layout, create my stuff, I have 4, 5, 6 people, 10 people. And then you can, you do, just two IDs, very simple, and then close the window and bye-bye, sayonara, go to bed, right? It's easy and you don't see anything, right? It's so now you can adapt this technique for products, staff, whatever you want to pick, and whatever you want to add to something. You want to add staff to a project. You want to add product to, or you want to add a product to an invoice. I'm using this just before we go. I can show you this because this is a project that I'm working on right now. So let me, because I don't want to show the name right.
Okay, you do have one question too. So
yeah. So here I have this here, and so it's in development, right? So you can enhance this to the extreme, okay? To the extreme. You can go far, like this. I'm adding a subsection, and I want the thing to be, I have a kind of this subsection category browser 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Then I have here, that's the same technique, exactly the same technique. I have subsections, and inside those subsections you have items. They are builders. They build things. Okay, so and you say, okay, I want and you can see all the item you have in that section. So my UI here, you do multiple things. You can browse. Of course, you have the what's the name, the up and down with the arrows. But you can say, okay, I want, see, this. I have the arrow here, and here I have the finger. So here I can pick this one, this one, this one. You can cherry pick all your stuff, and then at once you don't need to say add one, add one, add one. No, this is BS. Bad UI. I add all my subsection here. I validate, okay, and I got the thing. So there's many things going on here, and here what I get, and this is my estimate. So now I have my what's the name? I have my subsection here, and I have my estimate. Of course, I can edit this, and I can add one item, one single item out of my estimate. See, and I have pictures, so I want to add this, and I want to add this. I validate, and I can add this. I add two more, right? So when you have the right UI, right? When you have the right UI, the right support, the right UI, the right UX, it's a pleasure to work with FileMaker. That's why somebody this morning called me to say, I love working with your stuff, okay? And that made my day, okay? Like, for example, here, you see here, you can edit this, right? You can edit plenty of stuff. You can edit this, edit this, edit this. And I want to edit, I want to change that. I want to change that Lafra fry. I want to change it, I don't want that. I press space bar, I edit this, I land on lava fry, and say, okay, oh, that's what I want. I want the stone. And here I have a set. Do you want to replace? Yes, okay. So when you have a UI like this, you don't have 200 billions buttons, edit, add, remove, blah, 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 blah. No, you don't have those. This is BS. When you have all those buttons, that means when you have buttons like this, that means that means you don't have a UI. That's why you have this problem. Okay, like here, for example, if I want to add here, if I want the calculator out of this, if I want the our calculator, same thing. I had my add calculator is coming here. So yeah, I have a problem. Normally it should stay here, but it's okay. It's in development. So long story short, to close the chapter, you need to create the UI in order to get FileMaker to be simple. Because all the complexity I just showed you, it's impossible if you have a complicated thing. If you don't have a UI, it's not possible.
So question from Agent Chevy. There's two questions. It looks like, how can he show that sort on the left portal? How can he? That's from Scott K and Nick.
Can we have a select all functionality and say, of course we can. Of course we can. I can show you something like this. I have something like this already. Of course we can do that. We can when we have the right UI, we can do whatever we want. So let me go there. Let me double click on this one. Oh yeah, it's not this solution.
Different one, but it's doable.
Don't remember. It's easy. It's easy. Yeah, we can have select all and select all. You can there's no problem because it's just setting a variable. So yeah, in this one, unfortunately, I don't have. But you know what? Look, Monday I'm going to add it. Okay, I'm going to add it here. Select all and I'm going to add it.
Okay, cool. All right, sounds like fun. I do greatly appreciate it. everyone. It's an awesome day. For those of you guys, have about 2 minutes to get the sample file, and then we're going to eject it into space to be replaced with a new one at some point in a week or so. Cool. All right. So, Nick, any final words of wisdom for the weekend?
The weekend of remove what not necessary. So go home, and you do that at home, or you get rid of what you don't need, and exactly what you need to do in your FileMaker solution. Open your go layout mode and remove what you don't need, and you will see.
In terms of you going home, I have a couple people work for me, and I would consider them class 5 hoarders. And I said, well, if you don't know how to clean your house, it's real simple. If you haven't used it in the last 12 months, throw it away, right? So, I've done that, right? I fly a lot of radio control, but notwithstanding that and another collection of things that's a collection for collectors' purposes. That doesn't count for that. But everything else, like in terms of clothes and girlfriends and kids and cats and animals, if you haven't played with it or used it or had fun with it in the last year, it needs to go away. Yeah, that's it. So, Nick, anything else? That's it? We're kind of done for today?
We're done. On Monday, we are going to continue the adventure.
Continue the adventure. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I have plenty of stuff. That's why we can stay a year every day talking about design, and I'm not sure I will cover everything. So,
the little rascals throwing cash out the window. That's good. I like that one too. All right, that's it, folks. We'll catch you on Monday.
Bye-bye. Have a great weekend, guys.
And the guys just stepped up the whole way. Calm, cool, collected the quarterback. Great read, good patience. More importantly, great job up front protecting this quarterback to give you a chance. And that's all you can ask for.
Trying to rally down 10. 9:25 to go here in the fourth. Short motion by Amendola from the left. Brady takes the shotgun snap, stands in, throws it left for Amendola, reaches up and snaps a high throw and lands inside the 10, rolling to the 9. Ball slightly behind him, but Danny makes the grab.